Yeah, Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to another episode. We are going to explore something that truly defines great leader empathy in a world where everywhere want to hurt. Empathy allows us to learn, connect, and lead with heart. So let's dive deep into how empathy can strengthen leadership and teamwork. Let's talk with ChatGPT without wasting any time. Hello, ChatGPT, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. How can I help you today?
Okay, I want to discuss this an amazing topic: the importance of empathy in leadership and teamwork.
That's a fantastic topic. Empathy really plays a crucial role in building trust, improving communication, and fostering a positive work environment. Let me know if you want to dive into specific aspects or need any resources.
Okay, ChatGPT, what exactly does empathy mean in the context of leadership?
Great question. In leadership, empathy means the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It's about being attuned to your team members' emotions, perspectives, and challenges. This helps leaders to build stronger connections, foster a supportive environment, and ultimately drive better collaboration and performance.
Okay, that's good. Why do you think empathy is becoming more important in modern workplace?
Absolutely. In today's world, workplaces are more diverse and interconnected than ever before. Empathy helps leaders navigate these complexities by promoting inclusivity, reducing conflicts, and boosting employee well being. Plus, as remote work and global teams become more common, empathy helps maintain strong connections and trust across distances. It really aligns with the shift towards more human centered leadership.
Okay, that's great. How can empathy help a leader build stronger connection with their team?
Yeah, definitely. When leaders show empathy, it builds trust and psychological safety, which makes team members feel valued and understood. This in turn boosts engagement, collaboration, and overall morale. Empathetic leaders are also more approachable, which encourages open communication and better problem solving. All of that leads to stronger, more cohesive teams.
Okay, that's good. ChatGPT, what's the difference between sympathy and empathy in leader behavior?
That's a great point to clarify. Empathy is really about understanding and sharing the feelings of others. It's the emotional aspect of connecting with someone's experience. On the other hand, sympathy involves feeling pity or sorrow for someone else's situation, but it doesn't necessarily involve that deep personal understanding. In leadership, empathy goes a step further by actively listening, validating emotions, and responding with compassion, while sympathy is more about feeling for someone from a distance.
Okay, great. ChatGPT,
I'm glad that helped with clarity.
can empathy?
Anytime, if you have any more questions or if you want to dive deeper into any aspect of empathy and leadership, just let me know.
Okay, yes, I have many questions, more questions who I can discuss. Can empathy be learned or developed over time, or is it a natural trait?
That's a really interesting question. Empathy is definitely something that can be developed and strengthened over time. It often involves practicing active listening, being open to different perspectives, and reflecting on one's own biases. While some people might naturally have a higher level of empathy, anyone can improve it through intentional effort and practice. It definitely evolves with experience and learning.
Oh, great. ChatGPT. Uh, my next question is, how does empathy contribute to better communication with team?
Absolutely. When leaders show empathy, It helps team members feel heard and understood, which encourages more open and honest communication. Empathy allows leaders to pick up on unspoken concerns and emotional cues, leading to more effective problem solving and fewer misunderstandings. It also builds a culture of trust where team members feel comfortable sharing ideas and feedback, ultimately leading to stronger collaboration and better outcomes.
Okay, great. What are some common challenges leaders face when trying to lead with empathy?
That's a great point to consider. Some common challenges include time constraints, especially in fast paced environments where leaders might feel they don't have enough time to connect deeply with their team. Another challenge can be personal biases, which might make it harder to fully understand others' perspectives. Additionally, some leaders might struggle with maintaining empathy in high stress situations where it can be tough to balance compassion with the need to achieve goals. It's definitely something that requires ongoing effort and self awareness.
Okay. How can empathy improve trust and collaboration among team members?
Absolutely. Empathy helps team members feel more connected and understood, which encourages open communication and trust. When people feel valued, they're more likely to share ideas, collaborate effectively, and support each other. Empathy also helps in resolving conflicts more constructively as team members can understand each other's perspectives and find common ground. Ultimately, it creates a more cohesive and innovative team environment.
Okay. Can a lack of empathy affect team motivation and performance?
Definitely. When leaders demonstrate empathy, it fosters a sense of belonging and trust, which can significantly boost motivation. Team members who feel understood and valued are more engaged and willing to go the extra mile. Empathy also helps in recognizing individual strengths and challenges, allowing leaders to provide more personalized support and encouragement. This not only improves performance, but also nurtures a positive and resilient team culture.
How can leader balance empathy with making thought or unpopular discussion?
That's definitely a delicate balance. On one hand, empathy helps leaders understand the perspectives and concerns of their team, fostering trust and support. On the other hand, leaders still need to make decisions that are in the best interest of the organization, which might not always be popular. The key is to maintain transparency, communicate the reasoning behind tough choices, and show that the decisions are made with the team's long term well being in mind. It's all about finding that equilibrium between compassion and accountability.
Okay. What role does emotional intelligence play in developing empathy?
Emotional intelligence is absolutely foundational for developing empathy. It involves self awareness, self regulation, social awareness, and relationship management. With strong emotional intelligence, leaders can better tune into their own emotions and those of others, allowing them to understand and relate to their team on a deeper level. It also helps in managing emotional responses, building trust, and navigating complex interpersonal dynamics effectively. So, emotional intelligence really amplifies empathy and leadership.
Okay. How can team member practice empathy toward each other, not just the leader?
That's a great question. Team members can practice empathy by actively listening to one another, showing genuine interest in their colleagues' perspectives, and being open and non judgmental. Simple gestures like checking in on each other, offering support during challenges, and celebrating each other's successes can go a long way. Additionally, engaging in open and respectful communication, practicing patience, and being willing to put oneself in another's shoes, they're all key. Over time, these practices help build a more empathetic and cohesive team culture.
Okay, great. Do you think empathy can help resolve workplace conflict more effectively?
Absolutely. Empathy can play a huge role in resolving workplace conflict. When team members and leaders approach disagreements with empathy, they're more likely to understand the underlying concerns and emotions of everyone involved. This leads to more compassionate communication, a better understanding of different perspectives, and ultimately more collaborative solutions. It also helps in building trust and preventing future conflicts, creating a more harmonious and productive work environment.
Okay. How can organizations encourage a culture of empathy in their teams?
There are several great ways to foster an empathetic culture. Organizations can provide training on emotional intelligence and active listening, encourage open and honest communication, and lead by example with leaders modeling empathetic behavior. They can also create safe spaces for team members to share their thoughts and feelings, offer regular feedback and recognition, and promote work life balance to reduce stress. Over time, these efforts help build empathy into the organization's core values and everyday practices.
Okay, great. Finally, what's one small step anyone can take today to become a more empathetic leader or treatment?
One of the most important skills is active listening. It really means being fully present and engaged when others are speaking without immediately jumping to solutions or judgments. This helps leaders truly understand the perspectives and feelings of their team. Another key aspect is self awareness, which means reflecting on one's own emotions and biases. And of course, practicing compassion and patience goes a long way. Over time, these skills help build deeper, more genuine empathy and leadership.
Okay, that was such an eye-opening discussion. Empathy is not just a soft skill; it's superpower that transform how we lead, how we connect, and how we grow together. Thank you so much, ChatGPT, for these beautiful insights.
You're so welcome, Fatima. I'm really glad you found it insightful. It's always a pleasure to chat about these important topics. If you ever want to dive deeper or explore anything else, just let me know.
No, thank you so much. Okay, everyone. Um, uh, everyone watching, remember leadership begins with listening and teamwork begin with understanding. Stay kind, stay empathetic, and keep inspiring others. See you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.